Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everybody. Hopefully some of you guys will join in. I know it's like middle of the day. Hi, hi, hi. I wanted to share with you guys something that us cake poppers have, at least me, I'm only speaking for myself, have a really hard time packaging upside down cake pops. Didn't you guys have that issue? Have you all come up with your own way of packaging upside down cake pops? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Yes, yes. Kind of. Okay, well, here's my issue. BRP boxes have the cake pop boxes, which are great, but they don't sell any for the upside down cake pops. Now, maybe some of you guys don't do a lot of the upside down cake pops, I don't know, but I do them every once in a while. I have a lot more lollipop style than upside down pops. What I'll show you in just a second. Lost my train of thought already. Yeah, okay, now see, I've seen some things that sell certain little things you can put in the boxes or whatever. I just don't want to order from like 100 different people. So listen, I'm going to show you how you can use your BRP cake pop box to package upside down cake pops. I have sent this idea to them months ago. They just asked me real quick, oh, did they get squished? And I was like, obviously not. And I have never heard anything back yet. But they really need to come up with something to package upside down cake pops. So if you guys think this would be beneficial for others, swipe over and share it. Just because they don't join in now doesn't mean they can't watch it later. If you share it, it goes into their broadcast stream and people who you follow can share it later. Thank you. See, you guys are awesome. Share it with your followers so that they can tune back in and see how to package upside down cake pops, okay? So, some of you asked here, what is an, people might call them different things. What I mean is stick up in the air, upside down cake pop, okay? I made these last night. I already did package them all up, and then I thought, oh man, maybe people would like to see this. So I unpackaged them, and I'm going to show you guys from start to finish how to package your upside down pops where they're not going to wiggle and jiggle and fall all over, okay? My tripod up really high so that you guys can actually even see me using and I'm using BRP boxes. They make a cake pop box, okay? Now, it's really hard for me to see if you guys have anything. Let me go through it all, and then we can do like a quick little Q&A at the end before I have to go get my Gabester. Okay, so the BRP boxes, you guys know you can get the stand part, and they also have the box here, the top. Now, you can even order the stands all by themselves. If you order the cake pop boxes, they come with the bottom and the top, 50 of them at a time, okay? What I do is I always order an extra case of the stands because sometimes customers just want a stand or whatever, and I just charge them a little bit for this and they do it. But I also use this to package my upside down pops. Okay, so let me get those up in the view too. All right, so obviously these boxes are amazing. If you don't use BRP boxes for your cake pops, must. They come totally flat. All you do is just fold up the edges here, and they're all ready for you to go. So it's really simple. You can close up, put the tabs in one of them, okay? In your other one, just fold up the bottom again and leave the tabs out on that one, okay? So I always like to just pre-punch my holes first. B as in boy, BRP. Angel, I know you're in here. Put their, yeah, you guys, or anybody, there you go. Put their BRP box shop. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. BRP. Okay, so the part that you tucked your tabs into, take your cake pop stick and just pre-punch your 12. I usually only put 12 in these. They do hold 18, but you have to use smaller sticks on the other ones because my cake pops are a little bit larger maybe than what they intended them to be. So I just pre-do this just so that I'm not wiggling my cake pop all over, because you guys are going to see, you're actually going to put them in upside down here, okay? All right, so you're going to take your cake pops that you already have all made, and just think of it as when you're putting them, make sure they're all facing one way, okay? So literally you're going to put them down in your cake pop stand upside down. And so you can see why I pre-do the little holes, because if you have pieces and you don't want them shaking all over trying to find the hole. So I'm just going to rotate one of my sheriff stars with a sheriff uniform. Just going to rotate them all the way through. And again, I apologize if I'm not answering anything. I just want to get these in here so I can show you guys. Now, maybe you guys have your way of doing it. It might be easier, cheaper, whatever. I just like to share some of my tips. And this has been really helpful for me, just like reassuring me in my mind that these cake pops are going to make it to where they need to go, because packaging upside down cake pops is really tough, really tricky. If you don't have a good system already, definitely try this out. I've rigged up my bakery boxes too, like if I have larger orders, but then I figured this out. So I like to just kind of peek down. Again, make sure that they're kind of all facing the same way. And what you're going to do is your box that you kept the tabs out, you're going to flip it upside down and kind of just lay it right on top of there. All right? Now this is the fun part. Flipping it over. Obviously, you guys, you don't want to put a lot of pressure, okay? Because you don't want any cake pops wiggling off of sticks. So, if I make this, you guys better give me lots of hearts. I know, right? Your shocked face. Okay, so pick it up under here and hold your other hand right here. And then what you're going to do is just flip it over. You're going to feel them come on the edge, that's better. You're going to feel them kind of fall out of this part and sink down, okay? You're going to feel them fall out and sink down, but as you can see, they're all standing now. So come in and just do any other twist that you may need to, because you guys remember this is going to be showing through the window, your front side, so twist all your pops around where you want them to be again. Make sure they're all set, and I'm going to give you guys a close-up down here just a second. Bear with me. Working and talking is not necessarily my easiest thing. Okay, so there you go. You have all this flipping in cake lately has made I missed what that said. Anxiety, I think. Yeah. It is a little nerve-wracking, but again, if you guys have a good cake ball on your stick, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. You guys know, like, especially when you're double dipping these, you know, it's not going to come off your stick. So just be careful. I mean, don't put a lot of pressure. Just gently flip it. So then there you go. There's that part. Now let me show you how to get the box top on, because it does kind of take a little bit of maneuvering on the top. Those boxes weren't made for two of these stands in there, I'm sure. Okay, slide those. So this is your top that comes when you order them. So you just want to fold this up. Get it all folded just like you would with a regular box, okay? And then the only thing we're going to do is just kind of rig it a little bit up on the top, but it's still going to be totally safe and secure for your customers. Promise. I've done this a bazillion times. All right, usually you would go and connect everything. Leave it right there. Bring your cake pops back over, and then it's just a matter of lining it up here. Go over the top box and all the way down through to the other box. All right, let me see now. Maybe what I'll do is lower you guys down just a tad so you can see what I'm going to do. 1 second. 1 second. I had you high so you could see me folding. All right. There we go. And this lighting might be kind of hard. Now, go all the way down to the bottom. Lock in your tabs just like you would that you you would do if you had it regular. Now, obviously now, this top, you're going to see when I try to close it, it's not going to line up all the way. Like, you could still lock the top in here, and you could kind of get them to go on, but you see it's not going to be secure, okay? So the only other thing you're going to need for this is a little bit of tape. I like to use all of the decorative tape, so just take a little bit of tape and just secure these tabs right here on the top. After you've locked them in, make sure they're nice and tight in there. So you're going to secure that part down. Well, anybody else have problems? Because I can see it on my phone here. Okay. Take these here, bend them slightly, and push them under this part. Okay. I'm just closing the box. Bend them a little bit and just tuck them under the top. And there you go. So you can hold the box, shake the box, wiggle the box. Those suckers aren't going anywhere. And they're all lined up in there. They're good to go. My customers always, I mean, they almost, I would say like 80% of my customers, when I give them the option of getting this BRP box, they get it, 80%. So, and I charge $3 for the upgraded packaging, and then $4 for this one because you are using an extra piece. And I don't think it looks bad, I mean, yeah, the corners might not line up a tad there, but fold them in nicely. I mean, the box is still really professional looking, I think, for presentation. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I thought if it was bad. So just make sure you have a good piece of tape here because, when they go to pick it up, you just don't want anything plopping out. Okay, phone, I get it. My battery is low. So that's it. I just wanted to come on, you guys, and show you how I package upside down cake pops. So again, if you haven't shared this with anyone, we're at the end now, go ahead and share it anyways. It'll go in their broadcast feed and they can watch it another time. Okay, so if you guys think you have any cake pop friends that would like to know how to package upside down cake pops, swipe over and share this broadcast now, even though I'm done. Okay, and they can watch it another time. Promise. I really like that part about it, about Periscope, even though, it's, you're sharing it, they don't have to watch it now, okay? So, let me come up here. Were there any questions? I mean, I try to really explain everything pretty well. Any questions? Questions? Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome, you guys. I hope it helps you guys. I mean, like I said, you might have a technique that works really well for you. This has worked really well for me, and hopefully it can work well for you guys. And let's get on BRP about making something, will we? You're very welcome, you guys. All right, well, if there's no more questions. Oh, speaking of cake pop recipes, oh my goodness, hold on a second. And I can share it if you guys have any interest. Where'd it go? I tried a new pumpkin spice cake pop. And I was chilling it so that I can bite into it because I like my cake pops cold, even though I don't usually put them in a fridge for my customers, but I like to eat my cake pops cold. So I tried a pumpkin spice recipe. My house smelled so good yesterday. So if you guys want, I know, I can't help it. I love the pumpkin spice season. If you guys want a good pumpkin spice recipe, I can share this one on, maybe I'll post it on Instagram. I'll take a picture of all the stuff like I did for my red velvet. Okay? Yes, I know. And if you guys have any good recipes, share them. But that one came out really good, and it was so moist and so delicious and really easy to roll. Sometimes you guys know, especially if you're just getting started, it's all about your consistency. All about your consistency in your dough to get your round cake balls. My Instagram name is Painted and Sprinkled. Yes, painted, the word painted, like painting on something, and spelled out sprinkled. Painted and sprinkled. That's me. Okay, well that's it, you guys. I'm gonna wrap up here, clean up my kitchen, go grab Gabe from school, and thank you. Oh, my shirt. Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something. Look, I'm getting off on more tangents. I'm turning into like a whole rant now. Thank you. Yep, Rogers Family, painted and sprinkled. Thank you very much. Okay, my shirts. You guys have seen me wear some of the shirts. A friend of mine, another local mom, so support small businesses, right? She makes shirts, and I said to her, I need some Cake Pop shirts. So I gave her a whole bunch of great design ideas for some shirts. This is one of them, Eat More Cake Pops. This one happens to be a tank. I'm not particularly a tank person. I don't really like arms all that much showing out, but it's so soft. The material is great. It's stretchy. And I like a loose fit shirt. I don't like tight stuff. It's a black glitter. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's a black glitter. So yes, her Instagram, are you ready? Artistic Threads. Find her on Instagram. She's still making more designs, okay? She has a couple of them out ready. And she's, I told her, I said, I got a great Cake Pop community. I know we don't have any shirts like this, you guys. There's no shirts out there. So even if you're a cake person, she can leave off pops, do a artistic thread. Rogers Family, you are on top of it today. Yes. See, you guys, right there, Artistic Threads. She's on Instagram. Go follow her. She's amazing, and she is another just mom out there trying to do her business. So she's going to be coming out with, I think we have 8. The line is called Sprinkled Threads, and it's a line under her, which is Artistic Threads. So it's all baking community stuff, okay? So yeah, check her out. She's got a few, and right now you can only order through Instagram that way. So tell her I sent you over. She's awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys more of the designs. Okay, that's it. I'm really getting off now. It's 2:30. I gotta get some stuff up. Please repeat the name. Artistic Threads. It's Artistic Threads. Her line for the baking is called Sprinkled Threads, but it's like a brand under her. Artistic Threads. All right, I'll post on Instagram too, so you guys can find her. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully that was helpful to you. And I'm going to get cleaning up and go get Gabe. So you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tonight, 9 o'clock, Sprinkle Nights. All right? Thank you for joining. Bye.